In a land choked by the worship of idols, there lived a young boy named Ibrahim. Every day he watched his people, including his own father, Azar, fashioning gods from stone and wood. They would shape these lifeless idols, hoping to imbue them with life. Then they would bow before them, not in reverence to the true God, but in supplication to these silent, unseeing figures. They beseeched these idols for help, for fortune, for protection, and the favor of their false gods. But Ibrahim saw no power in the cold, hard stone, no response to their fervent pleas. One night, as the boy gazed up at the glittering stars in the night sky, he whispered, "Oh, stars, if only you could speak, if only you could tell me who is the Lord of this vast universe." His eyes fell upon the moon, serene and luminous, and he exclaimed, "Could this be my Lord? Could this celestial body hold the secrets of the universe?" For a moment, Ibrahim's young mind found solace in the moon's ethereal glow. He poured out his heart to it, sharing his confusion, his doubts, and his longing for guidance. But as the hours passed, the moon began its slow descent below the horizon, and Ibrahim's hopes, like the moon, began to fade. He realized that something that disappeared each night could not be the eternal, all-powerful Creator. His gaze shifted to the mighty sun, a blazing orb of fire that ruled the day. "Oh, glorious sun," he cried out, "you are so powerful, so radiant, so like unto a god. Surely you must know who is the Lord of this universe." And just as Ibrahim had done with the moon, he placed all his trust in the sun, pouring out his heart and seeking wisdom from this celestial giant. But as evening approached, the sun dipped below the horizon, disappearing from view. Once again, Ibrahim's hopes were dashed. How could he find the one true God when everything in sight, everything that seemed so powerful and eternal, turned out to be fleeting and imperfect? Just as the moon and the stars, they appeared in the sky only to vanish from sight once more. Was there no one? Nothing that could provide him with answers, with faith, with hope? Sitting alone, wrestling with his thoughts, Ibrahim suddenly realized something profound. There was only one true God, the creator of all things. He was unseen, yet all-powerful. He was eternal, yet he had no equal. For a moment, the weight of this realization pressed down on Ibrahim, making it hard to breathe, hard to think. But as he pondered this truth, a lightness filled him, a lightness of spirit that he had never known before. It was as though a heavy burden had been lifted from his shoulders. He knew now that the true God was not in the stars, not in the moon, not in the sun or in any other creature, but in his own heart. It was a realization that shook him to his core, that transformed his understanding of the world and his place in it. This was the beginning of Ibrahim's journey, a journey that would lead him to become a beacon of faith for generations to come. As Ibrahim stood up, his eyes shining with newfound determination, he made a vow to seek the one true God with all his heart. He resolved to denounce the false idols that had captivated his people, to break the chains of ignorance that bound them to the darkness. With each step he took, his resolve grew stronger. He was no longer the confused, doubting boy who gazed at the stars. He was Ibrahim, the son of Azar, and he was on a mission to show his people the path to the light. And so our story continues with Ibrahim setting out on his mission, facing the daunting task of challenging the beliefs and traditions of his entire community. What challenges will he face? How will he withstand the pressure to conform? And most importantly, how will he convey the message of the one true God to those who have turned away from him? Stay tuned to find out as we delve deeper into the life of Prophet Ibrahim, the courageous boy who dared to challenge a nation.